Hey everybody, this is Friday Morning Movie Reviews. I'm Los Angel,
I'm Nathan CK.
and we're going to talk about Mel Gibson's new film, Hacksaw Ridge. Now, this movie is based on the true story of Dawson Doss. He was a soldier in World War II who,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a true story, you can't really spoil anything, right?
Right.
He was a medic who refused to carry a gun in the battle. This movie is kind of about his story, how he was treated, how he was kind of persecuted for his religious beliefs, and the amazing heroics that he was able to accomplish during the war.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Andrew Garfield as Dawson Doss. What did we think of him in the movie?
Seeing him in trailers, the one thing that I saw wrong with him was his hair. For some reason, he looked too good, man. No one's gonna have that kind of hair in the army, but I kind of wish that he stayed. We see him in this one scene in the movie where he has this hair kind of combed forward like bangs almost. And I think I could see that Andrew Garfield a little bit more, but he has this really spoofy combed up hair, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's just too modernized. Um, but I like him in the movie, man. He's awesome.
I
He's
thought
hip.
he was really good in the movie.
He's really good, dude, and I like that killer Southern accent. I like it, man.
I feel like this is like the first Oscar movie of the year.
Okay, Oscar season, yes.
To me, anyways, it feels like this is the first one. I thought he was really good in the movie. I thought Teresa Palmer was good. Vince Vaughn was probably my favorite in the movie.
Yep, same.
He was really good. Wasn't he a standout?
He definitely was. And when I saw the trailer at first, I didn't even know that was him. Did you?
Really?
I didn't even know.
Well, I knew it was him.
And then the fourth time I saw it during the movie trailers, I was like, wow, that's Vince Vaughn. I was like, holy crap. And he's definitely stand out in the movie.
I'm glad you brought up the trailer because I don't think the trailer was a great representation of what this movie was. It took a lot longer for him to get into the war than I thought it would. It's almost like more than a full hour before you actually see him in the war.
That is true. That is true.
I think the real standout of the movie is Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
I think you could almost call this movie Braveheart, you know?
Oh, yeah, wow.
I
yes.
feel like what he did, it's in a way, it's an amalgamation of the opening of Saving Private Ryan and the very end of Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Combine those, and that's kind of what this movie did, because what he accomplished with the war scenes in this movie, nothing short of incredible.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean, he's a genius. He gave us, honestly, the best war action scene in a movie since Saving Private Ryan. And he does that like 3 times in the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's absolutely incredible what he pulls off. It's very hard to watch, but, I mean, it's very hard to watch.
It is hard to watch. It's definitely very graphic. Definitely in some of the war scenes, it's just hard to... you kind of almost have to look away at some point. But I just don't think it is better than Saving Private Ryan, just because that movie is just, it's incredible.
Well, the thing with Saving Private Ryan is the beginning is amazing, and if you can get through that, there's a good story to follow. Where here, it's a good story and then amazing in it. I think Saving Private Ryan is more rewatchable than this movie, because Saving Private Ryan, it's really only the beginning of the movie that you go through that, where here you go through it a couple times.
True.
But I don't know how many times I can rewatch this movie, but it's definitely one I'm going to own.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's just really, I think Mel Gibson's brilliant with this movie. It's just, he did such an incredible job directing the film.
Yeah, I agree. There is a lot of backstory.
What?
There's a lot of backstory. Oh, sorry, I cut you off there.
Well, I was just saying, I think it's the best directed movie I've seen so far this year, but there's a lot of backstory.
Yeah, I think that the beginning was something we had to get through the and to get to the good stuff, you know?
Like, well, I'm not saying the beginning was bad.
Right, right. But
I'm
it's
just saying
something
I
you
didn't love.
right. You kind of have to you just have to sit through it
What's the
and
name of
watch
the
it.
actor who plays the dad?
Oh, I like him, dude.
He was the Red Skull in Captain America, and he was agent. He was the agent in the Matrix. I'll throw a picture of him. He's really good in the movie. It's just everyone's so good in this movie. Sam
Yeah,
Worthington's good.
Hugo Weaving.
Thank you. Hugo Weaving, he's good in the movie. Teresa Palmer's good in the movie. The mom was good. All the generals, everyone was so good in this movie. It's just, the only thing I had a problem with, the religious beliefs, right? Now, Mel Gibson is a very religious person. I do feel like this is the film he set out to make. It does feel heavy-handed, though.
Okay.
It feels like, well, this guy, look how hard he was persecuted for his beliefs. Look how, So, one of the key visuals towards the end of the movie, it does feel very heavy-handed, but that's not going to stop me from saying this is a great movie. It bothered me a little bit, but it bothered me, but it's still a great movie.
Okay.
And it serves the character, so it's not even a fault.
Yeah, right. Yep. So let's talk about the movie a little bit. Well, just like story wise. So, how can this guy be this medic that he was, and then you see him growing up and into a teenager, and then he goes to the hospital and he saves this kid who was crushed under a car.
I don't want to recap the entire movie here, dude.
Well, yeah. But you go through that. This was the whole hour that we're talking about, and that's when we see him have this love for being a medic, and
I want to. Yeah, well, I want to let the viewer, watch that. We don't need to recap the entire movie.
I guess.
The score was good. The visual effects, the effects were good. I think, as of today, I think this is the best movie of the year. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen yet. I do think this is the best stuff.
Yeah, I definitely liked all the war stuff. It's really visually well done, and yeah.
All right, rating.
I'm gonna give it a 4.3 out of 5.
4.3 out of 5. Okay, well, like I said, this is probably the best movie I've seen all year. That's my favorite movie of the weekend. My favorite movie of the weekend is Doctor Strange, but this, just because I don't know if I'll be able to watch this over and over and over again like I will that movie. But yeah, I think, as of this recording, I do think Hacksaw Ridge is the best movie of the 100-something movies I've seen this year. I think this is the best so far. If the Oscars were tomorrow, I think this thing would sweep director, picture, and actor. Man, I am really having a tough time with the rating on this.
Wow.
I feel like I'm stalling. In a way, it is perfect, so it might get that perfect rating, but it didn't. God, 5 out of 5.
Wow.
There's no flaw in this movie, and I think it sets out everything it wants to accomplish. Hacksaw Ridge is the first movie in Friday Morning Movie Reviews here, 5 out of 5. I mean, even the heavy-handed stuff, I felt like that, I didn't like some of it, but it served the character. It made him, it's just Hacksaw Ridge, 5 out of 5.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. There you have it, guys. That's 5 out of 5, 4.3. Go check it out, guys. Be impressed.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys. Like, subscribe.